What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Dreaded Corndog. We're here with Dave. Dave, what'd you do today, man?
I played Libromancer Punk and made fourth place with it.
Ooh, at locals?
Yep.
Spicy. Ooh. You ready to get into that deck profile?
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro.
Alright, so we start off with 3 Geek Boy. He's the spell searcher. He's pretty good. They all special themselves and stuff like that when you reveal a ritual. You got 3 Fire. Fire's the new support out of Dimension Force, and it does pretty well. Searches for another monster. As far as the other ones, you got the one-ofs and the Libromancer side. Run 1 Mystic Girl. It's either extensions or it's got a quick effect ritual on your opponent's turn. And then Agent for recursion. So that's all the monsters on the Libromancer side.
So is that the ideal ratio, do you think?
Honestly, maybe another agent if there was more room. I tried to keep it as 40 as good as possible because it seems like every time I go 41 or 42, it just breaks. So
Gotcha.
I always want to see Libromancers in my hand along with the rituals, so I try to come up with like a good ratio between rituals plus monsters.
Alright, cool.
So we got, hold on, I thought I organized this right. So the best ritual in my opinion is Doombroker. So we run 3 of him. He's the one that sets the trap from the deck, and if you use monsters on the field for his tribute, he can attack directly and then return something to the deck that's face up like a return monster.
Yeah, just take a look at that art. That art is badass.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of Sign It. It's like there's an attribute for everything. And then for the one-ofs, as far as rituals go, we have Mystic Girl and Fireburst. Mystic Girl's like when she's summoned, she negates a monster effect. It never came up because it requires a lot of setup, but whenever you have it, you have it.
It's good for late game.
Yeah, it's good for late game. And then on top of that, I think you can't target your ritual monsters as long as she's on the board. So it's even generic too. It's not just locked into Libromancers.
Good.
So we're running here. Let's get this out of the way.
What's the deck count out, buddy?
It's at 40.
40? Nice. We like to hear that.
Yeah. So into the
also check out that 6 Stardust mat.
I know, right?
Shout out to our boy Christian.
Mm-hmm. And now we got, for the punks, we run 1 Z-Almond, we run 1 Madam Spider, and 1 Foxy Toon.
Only 3 punks?
Well,
what are you doing, you madman?
E-Telly's a thing, and I feel like that this deck utilizes E-Telly really well. So most of the time, it's like, I'll E-Telly this out, search for this, go into that, and then it literally gets rid of the punk engine out of my deck, so that way I just draw into straight Libromancers.
Wow, okay.
So now for extending, we have 3 XC.
Yo, go back to the day of I make Rafflesia fucking pass.
And then for the hand traps, which can also be extenders at the same time, we have 3 Veiler, 3 Gamma, and then,
the psychic soldier that rides into battle.
Yeah.
Flames called Sidewaves.
Yeah, we gotta run the Garnet, but the thing I like about this deck is it utilizes Driver pretty well, because it can either be a discard or it can be tribute fodder. Because it's a level 6, I can actually do Doombroker. Doombroker's second effect to set a trap from the deck does not rely on monsters being on the field.
That's nice.
So it's like very combo oriented, but I tried to get important hand traps in. And then we gotta have the 1 Scythe.
Oh, this man is a madman.
Because we can set up the Scythe lock in this deck.
Konami, please ban that card.
Nah, it puts Sword Soul in check. So for
it puts a lot of decks in check.
It does. So for the spells, we run 3 first appearances. It's errata for the deck, but it's also their way to ritual summon. It's only for Libromancer, so it's not like Drytrons where you tribute to summon whatever, you actually have to use it for Libromancers. But with that being said, since it's a ritual deck, we run 3 preps. Everything, yeah, everything is searchable in this deck. You have access to everything. So prep is level 7 or lower, and the highest level we run is 7, so that's a plus. And we're playing psychics, so E-Telly's
This
a
card
must.
is so good.
E-Telly's at 3, so we can abuse the hell out of it.
We have to play 3.
And then, Caught by the Grave. Just, if you get drolled, it hurts the deck. It's
it's a sack you one of.
Yeah, it's a lot of, add to hand, add to hand, add to hand, or even just Ash. Now, Imperm...
This old man is scared for a reason.
Imperm, I can't do nothing about. And for the traps, we don't really run a lot of traps, but we run 2 intervention. So this is the Omni Negate for the archetype. It doesn't negate, it doesn't destroy, but it does negate. So spell, trap, whatever, it's just protection. And then we have the searchable Imperm through the Punk archetype.
Card's pretty good.
Yeah.
Helps you win in time too.
Yeah, because I control Punk Monster, which in certain scenarios I do, I can activate this and then gain life points off the attack of the monster I'm negating.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that helps. Now, for the extra deck. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh well. For the extra deck. So, only run 1 Link 1. It came up once because I needed to trigger Exceed, but run Almirage. And even if I just don't need to summon it to trigger Exceed, it's good protection. Now, our Link 2 package, we have IP standard. We're running Punks, so Hauki 5-Rex is a thing. We have Scythe, so we're running Dagda. Now, I got 2 Charmers. I got the Dark and Wind. This one came up whenever I was playing a Sword Soul, and honestly, I stole their Baron and it kind of felt great.
Well, yeah, of course. That's a nice $130 card you got there. I'm going to take that from you.
Yeah, it wasn't even mine. And so what I could have done with Baron is I could have revived my level 6, but since it was Sword Soul, I was like very fearful he had the level 6 guy. So that's why I really didn't do it. And then for the last Link 2, we run Nightmare Phoenix. Link 3s, Unicorn, just IP, tag out into Unicorn with the extra monster. And the thing that's got everybody on edge,
This card is actually stupid.
Yeah, I don't care about the whole Scareclaw archetype on how it can benefit this. All I care about is putting your monsters in defense position, and you can't do crap. It's a stall card. That's all it is.
Welcome to Baguska 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much. So now for Link 4s, we run Apo and Boral Sword. Don't have an access code, so, making do.
Hey, Borosword's still an OTK machine.
It is. It's really great, too. And then we run the 1 Tornado Dragon to pop the Scythe. And then this is what nobody saw coming. So, I have a Quandax.
Heyo.
I'm not even saying his name, but he's a level 5 Dark Dragon.
Samsara.
And then...
Oh, this card is crazy!
I literally summoned this on the Sword Soul player, and the only thing he could do is summon Baron. And then for follow-up, I had Dark Ruler in hand, and I could just go into the Wind Charmer. So it was literally this, the Wind Charmer, and his Baron on my field, and we just went to game 2.
Wow. That card just shuts down turns, doesn't it?
It does. It's like you can't activate anything on field. You can only activate from hand stuff from hand and graveyard. So like that's where Tennies kind of thrive, is whenever they banish. So maybe I should have put Lancias in there, but honestly I was more scared of Flunderees because man, that barrier statue's just it's
pain in the ass.
Yes,
very much so.
And then I need to fix my screw up.
Now time for the side deck.
Yes, side deck. So right now we run for spells 3 Dark Ruler No Mores.
Of course.
The Harpy's Feather Duster.
Of course.
And I only own 2 Regekis. So I was working with what I had. So Harpy's Feather Duster came up when I was playing Tri-Brigade Player. The guy that's filming this video
Heyo.
got rid
Deck
of
profile soon to come.
got rid of his imperm and what else?
You got rid of my imperm and my it was something, I don't remember.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
You were hoping it was Revolt, but it wasn't Revolt.
yeah, because I mean, Shurick is a thing. It's a non-target banish. You need to stop it when it hits. So that's why I try to go for Gamma and Valor, just in case if like maybe I draw into it. Then, this is a combo deck. It's very very tight as it is, but the extra deck, literally, you could throw super polys in there and then just have super poly targets for days. So for traps, we run Dimensional Barrier, 3 of.
Of course.
And then I only run, like, I thought because maybe the way the format is, I run 3 Ghost Ogre because, okay, yeah, Sword Soul is a thing, but when they trigger their effects, they're on field, so it's removal. And then we all know why we put this guy in the side deck.
Of course.
Is because that barrier statue is a bitch.
We fear Flunder.
Yes. And so literally just
nice M-Pen.
give
Nice
him-
barrier statue. I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, and literally the way I'm thinking is I'll give you a kaiju, I'll attack you directly with Doombroker, and then I'll put my kaiju back in my deck. And so I can continually just kaijuing you. And that's what people just don't realize. This deck is underrated. Like, you can do so much more with this deck. And when Spite comes out, Spite is going to break the deck, I feel like. Because you run a fairy engine in there where it's almost like you have a Herald of Ultimateness and you just tribute off fairies. And then it'll actually special summon Diviner of Heralds on your turn. Not your turn, your opponent's turn. You can either send an Entis or a Herald or whatever you want to send from your extra deck to the graveyard, and it just gains advantage. So I tried to pick up stuff while it was cheap because I felt like this deck was going to be a real good deck, and I was right about it.
Well, I mean, Fire is expensive as hell right now.
Yeah, I picked him up when he was like $2.
How much is he now?
Like 7, 8.
All right, well, I mean, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, so all in all, that's my take.
Deck's fairly affordable overall, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it qualifies as budget, but honestly,
You could probably build this deck for less than 100.
yeah, like honestly, if you can end on this, or you can end on the Tornado Dragon with the Dagda, either way, it's a stun.
Yep.
So your opponent has to respect it. It's like if they can't stop the Tornado Dragon, that's why I got Doombroker, so that way he can set the Omni Negate to protect me destroying the scythe. Because Baron's expensive. It's $130. So I came up with a way to where I can still do my scythe lock. And even if I don't have Exceed in hand, I can still hard make Tornado Dragon.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my spin on Libromancer.
Do you feel like there's anything you would change with the deck?
Honestly, it loses real bad to hand trap. So if I was to do something, it might be find way to throw like sales ban or something in there, like because crossouts, it's like you throw 3 crossouts in there, and then you throw 1 of every hand trap in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
And as it is right now, it's real tight. So probably just buy some sales bans.
All
and
right.
then pray to God I called the right card.
Awesome. Well, do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to Connor for the Godarla and then the Wind Charmer because that came in clutch tonight with the Baron. And just overall, just watching YouTube videos and all the YouTubers.
Shout out to Triff Gaming for breaking it with pendulums.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, Triff really knows his stuff.
Yes, sir, he does.
It was like using them as extenders to get to everything that you need to get to is just monumentally awesome.
It is, very much so. All right, guys. Well, this has been the profile with Dave. We'll tune in next time. We'll have a Tri-Brigade deck profile from yours truly. Look forward to it. Peace.